Welcome back. In the last episode, we completed Fallen Power Line, Mountain Bridge, and Missing Machinery. In this episode, we're going to jump back into the Scouts and work on some of the scouting tasks on the east side of the map. First thing we'll do is upgrade these tires now that we're rank 5. Now heading out of the garage, we can turn left immediately, head straight up the hill, and get a pretty nice little shortcut. First thing we're going to do is head up into the mountains here and discover the King of the Hill task. We'll start tracking this task and head straight ahead into the mountains. Just take your time and be patient through here. This is a really bouncy truck. And we get our first taste of the fun from the Scout 800. I was able to save myself from falling all the way down the hill. And now we'll see if I can get back up on the wheels. Okay, let's see if we can get back up to the road. Okay, we made it up. Let's try this again. The CK1500 is a better vehicle for this. It's definitely not so top heavy, and it has a sharper turning radius. And we're back again. One way to avoid this would be to remove the raised suspension and go down one size in tires. It would make this vehicle a lot more stable for this task. Okay, that was painful, but we made it out. We're still in this. Okay, we have one of the waypoints complete. And from here we need to move to the next mountaintop to get the North Peak. So we'll go really slow using our handbrake along the way. And we'll go back down the mountain. And it looks like we're taking the quick way down. Once again. We'll see if I can get down through these trees. It's looking promising. Sometimes you just can't win in this game. Try not to be frustrated. Okay, we made it down. Let's go find the North Peak. By taking this turn immediately after the warehouse area, we can move up into the mountains. As soon as you take that turn, you'll be following it with a right turn. So far, we're having a lot better luck with this trail. And I spoke too soon. That one wasn't too bad. And with that, we've completed King of the Hill. Just looking at the map, I'm thinking there's a much faster way back down from here. And look at that, we made it to the bottom without any damage. Next, we'll move up this road and take the hill up to the top. We can discover a watchtower up here. way too fast. And this is the point where I realized that I missed that watchtower in the middle when we took the shortcut. If you have issues with the Scout powering out going up these hills, you can try turning the all-wheel drive off, and that will give you a small boost of torque to your rear wheels. And we'll take this left turn through the rocks and discover the first point. Move really slow through here. These rocks can tend to be slippery, and with this truck especially, once you start bouncing around, yeah, that happens. There's nothing to winch to out here. And now I'm stuck. But this is why we left the Fleet Star over here earlier, so we can rescue ourselves. Our Scout is right on the other side of these rocks, so we can just back up to them and basically become a winch point. And we're just within reach, but we're not out of the woods yet. Why not steal some fuel while we're here, right? And I think we got it. Nope. There we go. Let's get out of here. Make sure you go very slow down this hill. Use your handbrake. I can't count how many times right here I've ended up stuck on the front of my truck doing a nose stand. This next one is definitely the trickiest out of all of them. Getting up this first section of rocks can be very difficult. And that's it for that. Let's go back to the Fleet Star. I feel it's very important that you have a vehicle up here when you're working on this task. And as I pulled up, I realized I have a crane. I'm gonna see if I could just lift this thing up there. That would save me a lot of headache. But it started to tip me over. We'll try this. I left myself in an awkward position again. Could this be it? I think so. Alright, let's go. Now, I don't normally do this, but I was so frustrated with that moment that I decided to just send it right off the head. I don't recommend that. Back up, go back down, make your way around to here. But if you feel like blowing off some steam, that's a good way to do it. By this point, no doubt you've experienced some frustrations with this game, and doing things like that, although, you know, they can be detrimental to your progress, sometimes they can be helpful to remind you that this is just a game, and the point of it is to enjoy it. So have some fun with it. Okay, let's get serious again. We'll go down and get the last checkpoint. And if we stick to the right at the bottom here, we can hug the rocks, and that should help us to get to the last point without any issues. Now, if you follow this, there's a little bit of a land bridge here, and you don't need your snorkel as long as you stay in that spot. Okay, local entertainment is complete. We're still working our way up to rank 6. We're getting close to halfway on rank 5. I'm trying to avoid doing any of the big trucking tasks and contracts that are going to take us through muddy areas. The scouts can be upgraded at a much lower rank than the trucks, and so I'm focusing on doing scout exploration and scout tasks at this point. Once we reach rank 6, we'll be able to unlock all-terrain tires for our trucks, and at that point, we can get into some of the muddier areas. Until then, we'll just try to keep them on the roads. There's a scout trailer up ahead that we can go discover and get a little bit more XP. Anytime you can avoid muddy areas through here, it's going to help you. And here's our turn. We have our scout trailer straight ahead. We'll get another 30 XP for that. This truck is almost out of fuel. And looking over the contract list, we can clean some of these trucks up that are sitting around the map. Starting with the Kodiak. And we will recover the International Transstar as well. From here we'll move back into the Chevy and continue on with our exploration. We'll make our way up the mountainside towards the Drummond Island gateway. Now, we picked up the diff lock upgrade for this truck quite a while back, and typically I would recover to the garage and install it right away, and then move back down the hill and continue on with what we've been working on with this truck. That would probably be a good choice for you if that's where you're at in the progress. Now that we're on the road, we'll just cruise up ahead, and this should take us to the top of the mountain. Now if we turn off the road here, we can go up and discover this watchtower. As you can see, by this point we are getting really low on fuel, and so the next stop is going to be the trailer store at the end of the road. Once we reach a trailer store, we can purchase a Scout fuel carrier. We can refuel ourselves and then sell it back. Now here I realized that we can prepare for a future task by purchasing a small Scout flatbed and bringing a concrete block with us into Drummond Island. We'll just move into the warehouse here and pick up one concrete block. In the next episode, we will begin to unlock some of the secrets that Drummond Island has for us. Make sure you come back around and see what we can find. And we'll leave it right there for today. Thanks for watching.